Was smoking all my dragons, divine, righteous, almighty, greats, overachieving, never slacking. I'm back with another Angelina Jordan reaction. This time I got Angelina Jordan, What is Life Acoustic. And I love these videos. These like home videos, I want to say, is what I remember I started reacting to when I first started reacting to Angelina Jordan. So, I'm loving it. I love doing this. I love finding new ones I haven't got to yet. It feels good. I get excited. It's like a kid in a candy store, right? So with that being said, one thing I noticed is, because usually I always put like Angelina Jordan's YouTubes and her Instagram and all that good stuff in the description. The other day, I'm looking and I realized I haven't been like I thought I was. I haven't been copying and pasting all her stuff. So I had to go back and really do that and edit. So I'm gonna make sure I'm doing that, putting her YouTubes and all that good stuff in the description. With that being said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you wish. And like that new slogan I said, there's talent and then there's Angelina Jordan. So here we go. Let's get into this.
Hello, y'all. This is a composition written by Angelina Jordan, one of her first original compositions.
What is a life? Life is maybe going to school. Perhaps life is sitting at the piano, playing beautiful songs. Maybe life is about creating paintings.
I gotta pause it there. I'm so excited. This is an Angelina Jordan original song, and as a songwriter, listening to those lyrics, what is life? And what she just said about maybe life is about, what if life is about creating paintings? She dived deep on that and made people think, because that's a question that goes through at least most of us, right? Especially us that, people who may say with certain people, it's like, oh, you're an older soul or you're a deep thinker. We tend to think about things like that. We know in our soul that there's more to life than just like, what Angelina Jordan said in the beginning. Maybe it's about what if it's about going to school or da-da-da. She's making you question. So as a songwriter, I'm loving the lyrics in this.
Like my grandma, life is perhaps a tea that's still in the night. To get your love on time. What if life means you and I will shine like a star in the darkest sky? Maybe life is a warm embrace from someone safe, or maybe life's just a memory. We come, we see, we go.
I I'm hesitant to pause, but it's so many times where I want to pause because it's so fantastic. Maybe life is a warm embrace from someone safe. Maybe life is a memory we see, we come, we go. Um, and this is, I don't know how old she was at this age, but if she's 16 now, maybe at this age she was like 14, 13, like, so I mean, wow.
Safe, or maybe life's just a memory. We come, we see, we go, feeding us with my little sister. After all, she's the love of my life. Life is beautiful. Nothing life without the good and bad. The good and bad. Bye.
I missed that. Bye with that smile. That was fantastic. That warm embrace she said. That's how I feel in my heart. I feel like she gave me a hug through that song. Just she speaks, the good and the bad, and just what was going through my head was like, okay, so this morning when I woke up, there was this suggestion on my YouTube, and it was this, like, I forgot who it is, as far as the YouTube channel, but this guy, he like uploads all this historic stuff, all these things from the past, and there was this guy from Harlem, or this man from Harlem, and back then they called us what, Negroes, I think, at that time, and I guess he like grew up like as a gang member or whatever in Harlem, and they gave him like this big interview, but he was like very sharp, very knowledgeable, and he was talking about life, and the whole thing was like in just like gray, black and white, very rare find, right? And you see the people in the street, you see the people around. It was outside, it was amongst the people in the public, and you just seen, like if you go to New York, you see kids spraying the water hydrants in the summer and just having fun in the street. A lot of like the music she did right here, it reminds me of that. Like back in those times where it's like even people who were poor, who were going through it, they would have these clubs where you could go to these clubs, and you had singers that would sing, mind you, this is what, a 13, 14-year-old Angelina Jordan who wrote this, and you would have, people who, like, for me, she taps into that time, and she does it with ease. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if in a past life she was in a place like that, in a place like that, because it's so reminiscent. Like, that's what she brought me to, like someone who, maybe in a past life just was in one of those environments, or somewhere at some club or something singing, and was, like, and just came back as in a new body, and just, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, because think about it, for me to even connect with her the way I connect with her, right? Like, nothing in life is a coincidence, right? So it's just like, like, she brings me there. She brings me to that time. Talking about the good and the bad, she sings a lot of things that, like, people who are in poverty can really, like, grasp onto and feel good about, because there's a lot of people around this world who are going through a lot of things, and, you know, and they're gonna be misunderstood by people who have never had those experiences. So it's like they may talk about things that someone who's been more so sheltered or had a certain life, they're gonna look at as ignorant or look at like that's animalistic, but they're judging because they've never been through those experiences. And I truly believe, even on this planet, right? I truly believe the only way for us to evolve the way we need to is the human race, right? Is for us to go through that what's it called, the valley of shadow of death in biblical terms. Um, it's like for us to go, we got to go through that darkness. You know, we got to evolve. It's like when you take someone like in the show Vikings. If you've seen Vikings, if you take Mir, who was the son of Ragnar, when he went out and he went into the wilderness and he found himself in that wilderness where he had nothing. It's like through suffering, through that darkness, that's the only way we can really find ourselves. You know, not just through the light, but also through the dark. That's where we find the hidden power. When we realize that, you know, a lot of things that we think mattered really doesn't matter, and it's a lot deeper than that, right? And when Angelina Jordan's talking about the good and the bad and what is life, you know, she's pretty much speaking about that balance. But a lot of people can't understand or understand what's happening on the planet right now when they seeing all this chaos, because they don't realize that in order to evolve, there has to be a level of darkness. There has to be a level of, you know what I'm saying? You have to go and you have to die in a sense. You have to die. A part of you has to die and be reborn, right? Angelina Jordan, thank you. That was amazing. Once again, if you guys want to check out that original link, I'm just like, she makes me feel good. She really does, guys. If you guys want to check out, you know, the original video, the link will be in the description. All her YouTube, her Instagram, her Twitter, all that good stuff will be in the description, guys. And once again, you know, there's talent, then there's Angelina Jordan.